Bitcoin dumping again. Is this the beginning of a potential 22% drop to the downside, or a minor correction before a bounce back to the moon? What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. What is going on, my friends? Today I'd like to discuss Bitcoin and the savagery we're seeing inside the charts right now. Are we not on another wild ride here in Bitcoin? Another day, another drop. And right now I'm seeing the makings that a potential 22% decline could be looming here in the shadows. And as a full-time trader, I'd like to discuss with you my strategy, my game plan, and how I plan to crush this market right now in the immediate term. So without any further ado, you guys already know the deal. If you like these daily crypto videos and nightly live streams, smack that thumbs up button, click the subscribe, tick the little bell, and let's get this crypto. Moon the likes, ladies and gentlemen. Moon them up. All right, so we'll begin with our Bitcoin technical analysis. And of course, before we begin, this is not investment advice, this is not trading advice. These are only my own opinions, ideas, and observations on the market. Always do your own research and your own due diligence before investing or trading, as this market is extremely high risk, and I am not your financial advisor. I will never tell you what to do with your trades or investments. Being said, ladies and gentlemen, wow. Let's call it for what it was here. We had a fake out of a breakout to the upside. If you guys are subscribed here, you would know that I had my resistance box drawn right at this level. If we zoom in here on the 1 hour, we had clearly at this point taken out this resistance level here. We had climbed above this wick that fell down here, and soon as she broke, she decided to decline deep down into the crypto abyss. Well, not quite yet, but we're going to talk about that, all right? So where do we stand now here? Currently, Bitcoin is trading at 77.70. Wow, lucky triple sevens. But we find ourselves in a pretty unique situation here. If we flip on our moving averages here on the 4-hour time frame, we can see this is now the third time that we're looking to bounce off this 200 moving average. On the contrary, we are now trading underneath both the 50 and the 100s. Unique here, right? We're smashed in the middle of a lot of resistance and support here. Also, this green box down here could act as tentative support, right? We had our double bottom here, which broke us up to a bullish fake out. I mean, that's exactly what it was, ladies and gentlemen. Bullish potential double bottom, which leads us to a new high, right? We create a new higher high, right? Look at that. Double bottom, reject, double bottom, new higher high. Then we take out the resistance here and the old wick, and then whoops, get rejected. This market is absolutely savage right now, ladies and gentlemen, punishing the traders inside this market, right? Giving them a little smack upside the head, right? Sheesh. Right now, what I see, ladies and gentlemen, is that we may be looking for a full-blown correction here, right? And if you guys are subscribed, you would know by now that my targets for this correction have been down in this vicinity here, this turquoise box, but both of the turquoise boxes rather, right? Where our coinciding Fibonacci's, the 0.382 and the 0.5 are the historic price action all the way over here. And now if we look, we have our daily RSI continuing to plunge here once again, letting this bearish divergence continue to run amok on this market, ladies and gentlemen. Sheesh. It continues to run amok on this market. The 4-hour bearish divergence here as well, playing out absolutely perfectly. If we take our trend line here, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, it's sick to the absolute touch, right? It's sick. And right now, the bears seem to want to take control here. Now, let's look at the daily here again, all right? We still are tentatively above this 0.236 Fibonacci, looking to hold support, right? And that is why I have this green box here drawn at that double bottom range, right? And the 0.236 fib is in this vicinity, etc., etc. We now on the daily have our 50 moving average, right? That's looking to snake up into this region. Maybe if we hold around in this area and bounce, we're getting our 50 to come up in here as well for more potential bullish confluence. I guess there are some things to look at there on a positive note. From a more macro perspective, I like now that our 100 moving average is looking to come up into this area here, which is coinciding with the 0.5 fib. So if we are to get a heinous breakdown here, maybe we find some support there. And also our 200 is beginning to move up, right? But let's discuss now what I'm looking for here, right? Because confirmations mean everything, right? And although we await confirmations, confirmations are never perfect. Technical analysis is not magic. It's just a source to read price action and formulate a hypothesis, right? Because as we can clearly see here, ladies and gentlemen, an example of a bullish confirmation, right? Double bottom, test up, break the high, break this high. And then we get a failure here, right? Classic fake out. But that's trading. On to the next. Time to lick your wounds and move on. Prepare to crush the market. Do not prepare for the market to crush you. Let's get this crypto. Now, as we trade here in this range, we're going to need to find a bounce at the $7,600 region or at a, ladies and gentlemen, a maximum 7,400. Okay, this box here, let's say it's between 7,600 and 7,400. If we don't get a hold here at this box from the bulls with volume, because the volume has been lackluster, ladies and gentlemen, look at it, falling off a cliff. Whoop. Absolutely, not what you want to see here, right? On the way up this whole way, we have awesome volume here, ladies and gentlemen, just rising, 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 and now with the fall and decline in price, we're seeing a lack in volume. This is why I also right here pulled up the Bitcoin Google Trends data past 90 days. As we can see, we are declining steadily here, falling off of a cliff. We are currently at a 48. This is back, back into zones where we were not parabolic, put it this way. That this was more relative in this vicinity here that we chopped around, right? We've declined in terms of Google trend volume from this run substantially, all right? And the tweets, ladies and gentlemen, right? This is the all-time tweets here from 2014 to 2019. Let's zoom in over here. And ladies and gentlemen, right? This area here was the whole run up, right? And we can see that the tweets daily were increasing as the price was increasing, right? This was this whole time. And now look where we are, ladies and gentlemen, here. Falling off of a cliff in daily tweets as well. Absolutely savage. All of this is correlated here. All of the data is correlated. And for me right now, the reason that I'm saying, are we potentially going to see a 22% dump is because at about the price we are at now, if we do take our move here to the downside, of the 0.5 Fibonacci, which has a lot of tentative confluence here as well with the price action and the fib, and hopefully, in my opinion, if we flip on our moving average again, hopefully this 100 moving average is up in this vicinity here as well, if not above it, by the time that we would retrace down there, right? Tentatively with that 200 also looking to creep up there. And right now, for me, that is my secondary target. First target from the bears would be right here at the top of the box at about 6,900 with that 0.382 fib at about a 13% drop from where we currently stand at about 6750-ish. For me right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's all about this green box here. The green box is going to need to hold. If it doesn't, I could see this being, somewhat of a head and shoulders-ish looking pattern. It's not perfect, but we're seeing that this trend may be rolling over. And I mean, if you guys are subscribed here, I've been saying for quite some time that parabola generally tends to play itself out in the look of a crocodile tooth, right? That's just how it works, right? We've seen it time and time again here with Bitcoin all throughout these trends, ladies and gentlemen. Bitcoin characteristically loves to crocodile tooth, parabola up, parabola down, and we may just in fact now be seeing this crocodile tooth play out. I mean, if you haven't looked at it from this perspective yet, we've already dipped at our low here 18% from the peak. That is already a heinous decline. So I don't think it's far-fetched. I mean, I've been saying it all along that I believe that we could drop down to these regions, which from the top, ladies and gentlemen, is over a 30% correction. Savage, heinous, and a borderline ludicrous debacle, if you do in fact ask me. Now, the thing is here, ladies and gentlemen, if you're hodling or you're making bad decisions, right, and you're feeling like this market is wrecking your soul right now, you do not have to. You just need to come up with a plan that's tentatively going to allow you to crush this market. Mindlessly hodling, buying, and hoping and praying for the best, that is not a plan to succeed, my friend. All right, listen, you need to transform yourself here from a losing degenerate, if that's what you are, into a potentially winning savage, right? And how you do this is that you come up with plans for every scenario, right? So we see that Bitcoin may be dropping into this box. If it holds here, we need a plan, right? Capiche? You with me here? If this holds and breaks up, I need a plan and you need a plan. If it breaks, I need a plan and you need a plan. If we go back above here, right, and get back above our old fake out zone here, what are you doing here, right? You see how I've just outlined 3 or 4 separate scenarios here? If you already don't have in your mind what you're going to do when these scenarios present themselves, whichever one does, it's going to be very hard to succeed here, my friend. And that is what I keep you guys updated with in VIP 24/7 around the clock as I formulate my strategies, take my entries, make my exits, plot my moves. I post it all for you in VIP, ladies and gentlemen. The thing is that it's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to get this crypto. So listen, shout out to all my VIPs and shout out to all my new future VIPs joining VIP right after this video. I see that there's a lot of work to be done here right now. We are we are bearishly engulfing here on the 4-hour right now. This daily candle, we still have quite a bit to go here, but the daily is looking like a bearish potential engulfing candle as well. We have the futures, ladies and gentlemen, the CME futures open again this evening. Right? So we have this heinous action here. What are the futures going to look like? What are the futures going to do tonight? Have to keep that on your radar. If we go over to the weekly, let's actually use the Bitstamp chart here. If we look at the weekly here, ladies and gentlemen, we have a bearish engulfing on the weekly following a doji tentative reversal, followed up now by a bearish engulfing candle, ladies and gentlemen. If that is not a confirmation, I don't know what is. That is textbook, classic technical analysis. The only saving grace here, in my opinion, is that it has not yet purged this 0.236 Fibonacci, but we are tentatively looking to close below that now, right? We wicked below it earlier this week, but right now it's looking to me like the bears are in fact trying to get this weekly close below this fib level. As if that does in fact happen, I mean, the next natural target would be the top of this box, which coincides with the 0.382 fib, which is, you know, tentatively an 11% move to the downside. This is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. You're either going to get chewed up and spit back out in this market, or you're going to be the one that crushes it and gets this crypto. Personally, I'm planning and preparing to get this crypto right now. I hope you hear the seriousness in my voice, right? I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, from the bottom of my heart, you must have a plan here, okay? Because the moves are happening right now. Just as they happened here on the way up, people are going to get caught off guard if we crocodile tooth back down. Doesn't mean we can't crocodile back up again, because we just may in fact do that. But the fact of the matter is here is that these moves are happening. They're large, and if you're not prepared, or you just are still in a losing degenerate mentality, this is the time that you need to transform right now from a losing degenerate into a tentatively winning savage, okay? This is the time, ladies and gentlemen. And I also want to look at the altcoin market here because the alts have been getting crushed. And I want to see if there's anything going on in that chart that we should really be paying attention to here in concern to the health of the whole market, okay? But if you are just tuning in now, don't forget to moon up the likes, moon them up, smash those thumbs, click the subscribe button, tick the little bell. Let's get this crypto. I'm fired up here. If we zoom over here to the total crypto cap, excluding Bitcoin, altcoins only, painting a very similar picture here, ladies and gentlemen, right? We boomed up right into my target zone. Everybody took profits there, and now we have another bearish engulfing here on the weekly. Let's look at the daily. This is very similar to Bitcoin here, but let's look at the Fibonacci again. Let's go out to the weekly. Right now, the alts are already trading under that 0.236 fib, which also may be a sign for Bitcoin that the bears are looking to bring it underneath there for a weekly close as well. Because just like Bitcoin, right, a close underneath that fib would lead us for our next, classic target at the 0.382 fib, which perfectly here, ladies and gentlemen, perfectly, the confluence lines up with my area here of massive support. So that from where we are trading right now, my friends, is roughly, let's pull this, it is roughly around a 10% move to the downside is my next target there for the altcoin market in terms of market cap. The moves are happening, guys. Please do not be getting caught like a deer in the headlights here. If Bitcoin is going to reach its ultimate 0.5 Fibonacci retracement here, this is make or break here, ladies and gentlemen. This is the make or break moment for many here. The time is now. I mean, I'm going to be trading this aggressively here. This is where potentially life-changing opportunity sits right inside of these moves, ladies and gentlemen. Just like there was potential on the way up for those that took it and seized upon it, there is on the way down here as well. When you see these types of bearish engulfing candles forming here now, ladies and gentlemen, the market is picking up steam. We're going to be looking for potentially an influx of more volume. Excuse me, I'm getting tongue-tied here because my mind is starting to jump around here that I need to start making some moves right now. I'm going to be cutting this stream a little bit short here, but the fact of the matter here is that if the volume starts to pick up now, which we're going to need to see, things could start to get very, very interesting here, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, right now, we need to watch the 78.50 level as the first resistance upon a back test here. If that happens, I mean, this could get very ugly very quick. If we burst back through, watch for 80.50 as going through here may lead to some bullish upside. But right now, this is looking, the RSI with the bearish divergences, ladies and gentlemen, really is painting a tough picture here for me from a bullish perspective, right? We're seeing it on the 4-hour time frame. We're seeing it on the daily time frame, and on the weekly time frame, we're still seeing here that we are on a straight crocodile tooth down. Let's go over, I believe I have it on the BLX. Yes, here we are, back into a potential historic retracement zone from when we've crocodile toothed up in this overbought region before, right? And from where we are right now, that is still, ladies and gentlemen, roughly a 24% move to the downside into this box here if we look to bounce, right? So right now, guys, put the battle helmet on, the mud boots and the trench coat. I'm going to be keeping you all updated in VIP with all of my trades, my entries, and my plans. Do not be taking that trip to Rec City here, okay? Do not be going to Liquidation Boulevard this weekend, all right? The time is now. If life-changing trading opportunity presents itself, I'm looking to crush it and get this crypto. If you've been getting wrecked here, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to lick your wounds. I'm telling you, lick the wounds and learn from your mistakes quickly, or else you are not going to thrive here, all right? It's time to get serious. Like I said, if you've been getting wrecked here, it's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe, and it's time to get this crypto. So I will see you all in VIP. I'm going to keep you all updated with my trades in real time. Right now, guys, I'm getting absolutely aggressive here. I see that this market has life-changing opportunity potentially ready to present itself, and I am not looking to squander it. I'm looking to seize upon that opportunity, crush it, and get this crypto. Guys, shout out to all my new future VIPs joining right now after this video. I'm excited to get it. I'm ready to get it. Are you going to be the one that lets this market crush them? Or are you going to be the one that does the crushing? The choice is yours, my friend. Being said, guys, I'll see you in VIP right now. Shout out to all my new future VIPs joining VIP right now after this video. I'm ready to crush this market. Are you? I will see you all in VIP right now. Guys, if you could one last time, moon up the likes, moon them up, smash those thumbs, click the subscribe button, tick the little bell, and let's get this crypto. Don't get caught like a deer in the headlights here. This is the time to shine, my friends, all right? I will see you all in VIP right now. Let's get this crypto. Till next time, be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs.